Hey everyone, I'm Ben from the YMCA of Greater Boston, and we're here to practice mindful yoga. So let's begin by just sitting comfortably, just allowing your eyes to close, lengthen your spine, breathing in, and breathe through the nose if you can. Lengthen your spine on the in-breath, gently relax, keeping your spine long as you breathe out. Bring your awareness to sensation in your body and where can you let go of tension? Using just at the effort needed to sit upright and relax everywhere else. Slow, easy breaths. And if it works to use the ocean breath, you can do that. That's entirely optional. It's a sounding breath. It's like you're whispering the breath. But through the nose. Same on the in-breath. Whisper as you breathe in, but through the nose. Again, this is optional. It's just a way to slow down the breath. You hear the breath, so it can help to keep the breath flowing continuously. And it's shown to have a calming effect on the nervous system. Relax your facial muscles. And I invite you to practice your yoga today with awareness, with gentleness, with compassion for however you're showing up. Just take a nice deep breath and let it go. Now, notice which leg is in front. We're going to be switching that up in just a little bit. Not yet. We're going to come down onto the back first. You'll place the other leg in front when we come back to sitting. So just come onto your back and extend your legs out along your mat. And relax. We'll be coming back here as well at the end of the class for a longer relaxation. Sweep your arms out to the sides and back behind you. Reach the toes forward. Reach the hands and fingers back. Take a big breath in. Good morning, John and Svetlana. So glad you're here with us today. Now the right heel forward and the right hand back. Press the fingers back, the right heel forward. Left hand on right wrist. Can you give it a little bit more stretch? And release. Just the left side, left heel forward, left hand back, right hand on left wrist. Press it back, big breath. And release. Good. Sweep your arms out to a T position. Bring your feet flat. Let's draw those knees in toward the chest and extend the legs up toward the sky. Open those legs wide apart. Now take a breath in. As you breathe out, arms and legs cross. The scissors. Inhale, open. Other arm and leg in front. Alternate each time. Can you also turn the palms out to the sides as you open the arms? Turn the palms in as the arms cross. Inhale as they open. Exhale as they cross. Good. And release. Bring the feet down. Bring the arms down. Relax here for a moment. Now, inhale the arms up and back. Exhale the arms up and the right leg to the sky. Clasp the hands behind that right thigh. Give it a little pull. Inhale the foot flat and the arms back. Exhale, left leg up. Hands clasped behind left thigh. Give it a little pull. Inhale the arms back. Right leg comes up, clasp and pull, and just hold for a moment. Make little circles with that leg. Reverse direction. Good. Bring the foot down. Inhale the arms up and back. Exhale, left leg comes up, clasp behind that left thigh. pull and stretch those hamstrings, and then little circles. Reverse the circles. Good. And place the foot flat. Arms at your sides. Now let's move into the water wheel to strengthen those abdominal muscles. Draw the knees into the chest. Extend the legs up to the sky. Slowly begin to lower the legs, keeping the low back pressing. The low back starts to lift. You've gone a little too far. Pull the knees back into the chest. Extend the legs up. Lower the legs as far as you can with the low back pressed against the mat. Knees to chest. Continue. Keep the breath flowing. And release. Place the feet right back down. Open those arms back out to a T position. Let's drop the knees down to the right and the head to the left. Nice deep breath in. And the head and the knees come back up. Knees to the left, head to the right. Easy twist. Big breath in. And come on back up. Once more, knees to the right, head to the left. And knees to the left, head to the right. Good. Arms back to your sides. Just relax here for a moment. Draw the knees into the chest. Now, spinal rocking. Options are side to side. That's the gentle version of spinal rocking. Or forward and back. That's a little more stimulating for your back. See what feels best for you today. And then coming up to a sitting position. And now, do you remember which leg was in front earlier? Place the other leg in front. Bringing some symmetry and balance to our practice. And bring your hands out in front and just begin to inchworm your hands and fingers forward, coming into a forward bend. Notice where the sensation is most prominent. Shouldn't feel any strain in the knees, the hips. Just healthy sensation as you find your natural limits. Hands on the knees, arching back, looking up, breathing in. And then slide your hands out as you breathe out. Breathe in and arch back. And breathe out, come forward. And last one, arch back, look up. Good. And now, take one hand over to the opposite knee, and the other hand back behind you. Inhale, grow tall. And exhale around to the front, other side. Inhale, press that back hand into the mat, pull on the knee. Exhale to the center. Inhale. And back to the front. Inhale. And right back around to the front. All right, let's open those legs and shift around onto all fours. So, hands, palms or knuckles under the shoulders, knees right under the hips. Now extend that left leg back behind you and extend that right arm straight out in front. Take a breath in and exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, open, exhale, tuck, and inhale, stretch, tuck it in. Good. And open and pulse. Arm and leg, pulse. Generate a little heat in the shoulder, the hamstrings. Excuse me. Take that right leg, extend it back, and the left arm straight out in front. Take a breath in. Exhale. Inhale, open. And exhale. One more. Tuck, open, and pulse. Good. And then release. Come back to tabletop. Now take right arm, slide it under that left arm, left shoulder. You can come down onto the right elbow if you like, and left arm to the sky, or you might deepen that twist and take the arm all the way through. So you're resting on the shoulder and the side of the head. Then that left arm to the sky. And how about exploring movement with that upper arm? Just discovering your own natural flow through the joints, shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, the fingers. Take your hand back down and switch to the other side. Slide the arm through. Right arm to the sky. Explore movement with that upper arm. And bring that arm back down. Slide the other arm out. Curl the toes under. And let's come up into downward facing dog. Come up onto the balls of the feet. Let's walk our downward facing dog in place by pressing one heel and then the other. Both heels pressed toward the mat. And then begin to walk your feet in toward the middle of your mat. Walk your hands back toward your feet. Just let your body hang in a rag doll. You might sway a little from side to side. Feel how that stretch flows across from one leg to the other and back to center. And then pressing into your feet, rolling your body up to standing straight. Lift those shoulders up and back and down. Your feet about hip distance apart. Let's see if we can come up and balance on the balls of the feet. And back to the heel. Now we'll add the arms. Inhale. Float those arms up overhead. Balls of the feet. Back to the heel. Inhale. Arms overhead. Balls of the feet. Now when we come down this time, see if you can rock back on the heels just a little bit. Maybe bring the arms forward so you don't tip back. Inhale, overhead. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. We'll hold this one in the up position. A little twist to one side. Back to center. A little twist to the other side. Discovering how far you can go with balance, steadiness. Take your arms down, your heels back down, and just relax. So now step your feet a little bit wider apart and swinging twists. And as you do, you can lift one heel and pivot on the toes. Good. Now can you lift that foot? Pivot on the toes and then lift the toes. So you're balancing on one leg. Good. Now how about taking that lifted leg and swinging it around? Can you do that and keep your balance? Good. Couple more. And release. Come right back to stillness with feet about hip distance apart. Bend those knees on the down sweep. Inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, bending those knees. That'll help keep your back safe. Exhale down, bending the knees. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale, sweep it down to the earth. Last one. Hold the arms up overhead, and then float the arms out and down. Okay, let's move into the standing angle by taking your feet wide apart. Lift your arms up so that they're parallel to the floor, and begin to hinge forward. Tailbone up and back. Reach the crown of the head down and forward. Take your hands down, so wherever they just naturally hold your ankles, your shins, your feet. Think long spine, tailbone, reaching up and back behind you, crown of the head, reaching down, forward. Again, a little bend in the knees is fine. Any little micro movements. I sometimes find bending one knee and straightening the other leg a little bit more, alternating side to side, gives the inner thigh muscles a lovely stretch in this pose. Now, can you bring one hand down to the mat, under your face? Take the other arm out to the side and up toward the sky. Revolve your standing angle. And with that upper arm, again, you might explore movement. So in yoga, we embrace movement as well as stillness. Stillness or movement. Bring your hand down and let's do the same thing on the other side. Lifting that other arm toward the sky, finding stillness or finding flow. Bring your upper arm down. Your hands come back out to your legs, pressing to your feet as you roll up to standing straight. And then walk your feet back in. And let's step up to the top of the mat. Feet are about hip distance. Lift your shoulders up and back and down. Let's move into the side warrior by stepping that left leg back. Big step. Feet perpendicular to each other. Right knee right above that right ankle. Arms parallel to the floor. Gaze out over the right hand. Shifting into the reverse warrior. Take that left hand onto that left thigh with the right arm toward the sky. See if you can create a slight back bend. Good. Bring the arms back. Come back to side warrior. Now straighten that right knee. Now it doesn't need to lock. You can keep a micro bend in the knee. Slide the arms out over that right leg. Angle out to the right. And then rotate the arms. Now the right hand can come to the leg. You could hold on. You could bring the arm in front of the leg, palm forward, and press it back against the leg. That'll give you a little more stretch through that thigh. Choosing the head position, you might look up to the hand, look straight ahead, or just rest the neck and look down. Good. Now, taking that upper arm down, place the hands on the leg, knee, shin, ankle. Keep a long spine as you reach the tailbone back, reach the crown of the head forward. Good. Now, bend the knee, place the hands on either side of that right foot, and step the left foot forward. And then roll up to standing straight. Good. And just hang out here. I'm just going to shift sides. You can stay where you are, so I can be watching, facing you as we move through the posture. So with your feet about hip distance, we'll step the right foot back, big step. Left knee above the ankle. Now let's take the arms and bring them up parallel to the floor. Gaze out over that left hand. So lengthen the arms, reach the fingertips away from the shoulders. Feel those feet rooted to the earth. Always feel free to explore the subtle movements. Shifting ever so slightly, noticing how the sensation shifts. Now, take that right hand down onto the back of the right leg. Lift the left arm to the sky. Opening, arching back. Reverse warrior. Good. Arms back, parallel to the floor. Now let's straighten or nearly straighten that left knee. Slide the arms out and then rotate the arms. Right hand to the leg or in front of the leg. That's left arm rather to the leg or in front of the leg, and the right arm to the sky. Choose the head position. Bring that upper arm down. Both hands on that left leg, tailbone back. Reach the crown of the head forward. The runner's stretch pose. Now take your hands either side of that left foot, bend that left knee, step that, press into that right foot and step it forward. And roll your body up. Lift your shoulders up and back and down. Good. Come back to face front. Let's move into a balancing pose. This is the crane pose. So take the weight onto one foot, either one, yogi's choice. Take the toes of the other foot, place them, touching the mat, bending that knee. Lift your arms up and then bend your elbows, bend your wrists. Let those arms be loose and lifted. And then lift that foot. Lift that knee. Balancing. Focusing your gaze on a spot will help you to stay balanced. Now, can you place that lifted foot on the shin of the standing leg? And place the foot down. Relax your arms back to your sides. And we'll come into crane pose on the other side. So come up onto the toes. Again, arms come up parallel to the floor, and then just little bend in the wrists and elbows. And lift that foot, lifting that knee, high as it'll go. Focus your gaze on a spot. And if you can, just place the sole of the foot onto that shin of the standing leg. Steady gaze. Good. And release. Release the foot. Release your arm. Good. Relax. Take a breath. Come back to the top of your mat with your feet about hip distance apart. Just root the feet to the earth. Shoulders up and back and down. Good. Sweep your arms up overhead. Palms touch. Bring your hands in front of your chest. Inhale. And take a swan dive. Graceful, slow motion. Dive. Deep fold. Now inhale. Come up about halfway. Hands can come onto shins or knees. Crown of the head reaches forward. And then back. Good. Hands on the mat. Now, can you step that right foot back? Big step. Take the left arm out to the side and up. Revolve your lunge. And then bring the hand back down. Now step the left foot back and come into downward dog. Pressing both heels toward the mat. Press the chest down toward the mat, toward the feet. And then come into a plank. Palms or knuckles, if that works better for your wrists. And just hold here in plank pose. Nice line from the heels, up the legs, up the back, to the top of the head. And then draw the knees down to the mat, and the thighs, the buttocks, the belly. Hands on either side of the face, chin to the mat. Lift your head and chest. Lift your legs. Lift your hands. Boat pose. A little more challenge. Can you extend the arms out in front? Good. Bring your hands back alongside your face. Bring your chin to the mat. Now press your pelvis down. Lift your head and chest. Slide your elbows forward so they're right underneath your shoulders. And then press your elbows and your hands down and attempt to pull back, but without moving your elbows or hands. You'll pull the chest forward and you should be feeling a little stretch in your belly muscle. Again, pressing down firmly enough so that when you pull back, your elbows, your arms, your hands don't slip. Good. And now, bring your hands back towards your ribs and press. And then sit back toward your heels, arms extended. Just find rest in child pose. Get comfortable here. Some of you may be able to sit back on your heels, others, that would hurt your knees. Just find the place that's comfortable for you. Good. Come back to tabletop. Step that right foot forward. Curl the left toes under. Take that right arm out to the side and up. And bring it down. Step that left foot forward. Pressing into your feet, roll your body up to standing straight. Keep your arms up overhead, palms touch, hands in front of your chest. Inhale your arms overhead and exhale your arms right back to your side. Good. Facing front, feet about shoulder width apart. Let's lift those arms so that they're parallel to the floor and begin to sink down into chair pose or the squat, Utkatasana. Now, can you lift one heel so you're on the ball of that foot? Take the weight onto that foot that's flat on the mat and see if you can lift the toes, balancing on one foot. Good. Place it down. Shift the weight onto the other foot. Come onto the toes. See if you can balance here in chair pose on one leg. Good. Place the foot down. Sink down a little bit deeper. Reach the hands away. And press. Come right back up. Lower your arms to your side. Good. And just relax for a moment. See if there's some complementary movement that would feel good in your body. Just letting your body's wisdom guide you in the natural complement to the previous exercise. Cultivate that inner teacher connection. Okay, so you can bend your knees, bring your hands down, take your knees down to the mat, spread your knees wide apart. Now the feet can be apart as well, but not quite as wide as the knees. And then set your elbows down under your shoulders, and then either just fold the hands, shake hands with your other hand, or maybe clasp the hands together, and gently shift your hips forward and back. Feel the sensation deepen as you go back a little bit. Ease away from the intensity as you shift the hips forward, and see if you can find that optimal depth where you feel the sensation. Feels good. Feels like you're moving into an opening or a heightened sensation, but without any strain. Relax into that holding place. And then bring the weight forward onto the elbows. Now take the hands and place them on the mat, wide apart. Let's move into yoga push-up. So chin and chest toward the mat and press. Come back up and back down. Slowly. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, a little bit more like regular push-up, you can bring your hands a little further out, your head and chest a little further forward as well. And that will work those shoulders and chest muscles a little bit more. Good. And complete. By bringing your elbows back under your shoulders. Take the weight onto the elbows. Slide the knees in toward each other. Good. Now, extend your legs out, sitting with your legs extended. And place your hands back behind you. And let's bend the knees and lift the feet. Take the hands under the knees. Now you can stay here or arms out over the legs. You could stay here or go deeper by extending the legs. You could explore a variation by opening and crossing. Opening and crossing. Just like the scissors we did at the beginning. But here we do it in boat pose. Good. And release. Place your feet down, place your hands back. Gently rock the knees from side to side. Good. Extend your legs out. Now taking the left foot, bring it to the inside of the right leg. Slide your hands or walk your hands down that right leg. Try to reach the crown of your head toward the foot. Lengthen the spine. It's fine if that right knee is slightly bent. And just hang out here in Janu Shirshasana. It's the Sanskrit name for the head to knee pose. Good. Slide your hands back. You got right hand on the left knee, left hand back behind you. Inhale, grow tall. And exhale, twist. Once more, grow tall on the in-breath. And gently twist on that out-breath. Good, back around to the front. Same sequence, other side. Good, right foot to the inside of that left leg. Slide your hands down that leg. And explore that depth in head to knee pose. Ocean breathing, always an option. Good. Slide your hands back up. Now, left hand on right knee, right hand back behind you. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist. And back around to the front. Extend your legs out. Let's shift onto the back. And move into relaxation. So you could keep your feet flat if that's comfortable for you. You can extend them out along the mat. Let your arms relax at a comfortable distance from your sides, or you could even have hands on belly. Eyes relaxing. Resting pose. Can you sink fully into the earth? Feet, calves, knees, thighs. Relax your legs, buttocks and belly. back and chest. Relax the trunk of your body. Hands and wrists, elbows and shoulders. Let those arms fully relax. Feel sensation around the eyes and forehead, the nose and cheeks, the mouth, the jaw. Fully relax your face. Relax. So you're welcome to remain here in relaxation for a longer period of time. Just let the video run out. Remain in deep rest for as long as you like. Or you might want to join me as we begin to transition by making small movements, fingers, toes, little stretch here, movement there. Maybe a deep, full body stretch, like at the beginning of the class, would feel good for you. And your knees. When you're ready, you can roll to one side. And then find your way back to a sitting position. Just sitting comfortably. Noticing your breath. Noticing the feel of your body. Thanking yourself for giving yourself this time to slow down and practice yoga, stretch and strengthen and balance. And I'll end with a poem today. This is a poem I wrote. It's called 100 Feet to Freedom. It goes like this. A centipede scurries across my carpet. I leap from my lazy boy and prepare to pounce, crush it in its tracks. I am afraid that it will migrate to my bedroom and crawl upon me as I sleep. But wait, does it deserve this punishment? I reach for my phone and Google the question, can a centipede hurt a human? I'm told its bite can rarely penetrate human skin. It only bites when it is threatened, and if it were to pierce one's flesh, a mere and mild sting might result. This is not a capital crime. How many among my own species have I wanted to pounce upon and crush out of fear, or simply because their views did not align with mine? Too many, too many. The centipede now glides beneath the grandfather clock. I sink back in my chair and think, this is good. Go in peace, my 100-footed friend. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's take a nice deep breath and let it go. And bring the hands to the heart. Namaste.